We going live. What's up, guys? We are back again. Welcome to your favorite motherfucking podcast right here, Toxic and Fertile Podcast. With your boy right here, Scooter Maxwell for the 901 Memphis, Tennessee. You already know what it is. Orange Round representing E Memphis Vet in this bitch.
Man, you still sounding a little stiff. I guess you're getting at the end of it. But y'all already know who it is. It's your boy, Mr. Simple Man, back again with your favorite motherfucking podcast. Toxic and Fertile shit. Look, we got all three of the amigos back in the building.
We are back.
I know they missed you last week. They probably got tired of our toxic shit.
Yeah, we can't.
No, you toxic ass motherfuckers missed my ass. Hey y'all, it's your Fertile member back in track. Sauce Walka here from the Boogie Down Bronx representing. Good to be back with you guys. Can't wait for us to have this great conversation today. So what we got?
Wearing another hat today, man. Today's podcast is brought to you by some red wine, some Pinot Grigio, okay? Because I like that shit. I don't know if do y'all drink wine?
You think you just know?
I do drink
like
wine.
I will, but I don't buy it and drink.
Sasha, what's your favorite wine, dear?
So if I'm drinking a white, I'm more of a Sauvignon Blanc or a Riesling. If I'm drinking white, I like my whites crisp and slightly sweet. If I am drinking a red, I prefer a red blend. So like a Cabernet Cab blend is what I like. What?
I don't know nothing about none of the. I know what they are, what y'all talking about, but I couldn't tell you what they taste like. If they're dry, if they're sweet, if they're.
So one of my favorite reds is Ménage à Trois, and then the other one,
of course,
is
no, I'm just kidding,
darling. And then the other one is Apothic Red. You know, some basic ass red wine, but it gets the job done every single time.
I mean, it does
everywhere. Yeah, it gets the job done.
I like dry reds. I like dry reds.
I can't with their dry. I don't want nothing to make me like.
I do.
Nah,
like
I can't.
You mix it with some cigars, yes sir. Lit it in this motherfucker, man.
I like
red wine will put my ass to sleep.
I fuck with it when the lady that I'm talking to I'm with want to mess with it. That's it. You drink wine? That's all the time I drink.
So you just go. So yeah, let me get some wine.
I am. No. I don't do. Let me get some wine. I ask them specifically what it is that they drink.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. It ain't staying at the house for me. So, like, I'm specifically asking, what is it that you drink? And once I learn what they drink, I'm gonna put it by their name and their notes on their phone.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now with London, just to give you some heads up. They start asking for Taylor Port, Thotty. Let's get it. It's about to go crazy.
Or barefoot.
I heard
you can get some Taylor Port.
I heard Moscato and Hennessy are in the same realm. So wine and Moscato. You know what I'm saying? If you ask for Moscato, you just you know what I'm saying? You thought like because like black people in Hennessy. Black people in Hennessy, and then girls with Moscato, they say it kind of run the same, but
if a chick tells you she drinks Moscato, she is not a real wine drinker. That shit is juice. She is not a real wine drinker. I remember whenever I would have like house parties or house gatherings, when people would bring Moscato, I looked at them sideways like, you ain't got no class. How you bring Moscato to somebody's house? Like, it's cheap. It is.
I don't know.
I do. I think so. I feel like the type of wine you bring to a person's house says a lot about you. And if you're bringing a bottle of Moscato,
better,
then just ask them what they like.
You can't, but it kind of, sure, maybe.
Ask them what they like. Hey, are you this is the same thing? Like if you bring in a bottle of something, you like, yo, you drink dark or you drink light, and
but still, motherfucker still might go get some 1800.
Right,
might bring Patron. Somebody might bring some Tito's. Somebody might bring some goddamn agave. You know what I'm saying? You just to this shit. But I'll be
all day long.
But see, that's the thing. See, that's the trendy shit. That's
once again, I was about to say that's
another.
Somebody
it's not trendy. It's actually no. Here's the thing. I hear you.
Not, but it's trendy as fuck.
It is trendy. It is trendy, just like that Clase Azul. It's overpriced.
You know what?
But
I think we stumbling on a topic right here. Judging people about what the fuck they drink and eat. We'll get to the main one we want to talk about, but judging people about what the fuck they drink and eat. That is a real fucking thing.
Hey, class and social status will always be a thing. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
If a dude is always ordering chicken fingers and like
it's the other way around for me. It's the other way around. No, it's the other way around for me. Yo. I ain't gonna lie.
What is it?
It's what? What's the meaning of the way around?
Like if we go out to eat and I'm like, yeah, just get whatever I want. She order some fucking chicken fingers. That doesn't happen a few times. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you ordering fucking chicken?
So you the same way. So you the same way. You judging her, right?
I'm gonna judge you. Or if you do get a steak, I'm one of these people. If you do get a steak and you order that bitch well done, I'm looking at you so motherfucking crazy. I'm like, yo, the fuck? Man, order that shit at least medium well. God damn.
Y'all ain't right, bro. Some people don't like pink and red, man.
I'm judging, dog.
I don't like a lot of moo in my cow. No moo.
Unless we barbecuing it. Unless you put that bitch on the grill, unless the steak is coming off literally a fucking grill, that shit better have some pink in that bitch.
It better come off the grill with pink it up. So yeah, somebody don't know what they're doing on the grill, but all right, don't worry about all that.
Exactly.
So me personally, I used to be a well done when I was younger, much younger, right?
Well, yeah,
no better.
Of course.
But yeah, as we get older, a steak just don't even taste the same if it's well done. That's rubber. If you want to eat rubber, just say that. I will say that.
Exactly.
If you wanted rubber, just say that. You know?
Exactly.
You
get yours well done.
No, I'm gonna say it this way. I don't judge the person for like status.
Not from a status standpoint.
No. That's not what we're talking about.
But I am gonna judge you on how you like your goddamn steak for sure.
I
don't eat beef and pork no more. But when I do, and when I did, medium for sure is medium well is like the you gotta have some pink.
I'm pushing it medium well.
Here's the thing. I'm not judging them like they're socioeconomic, but I'm probably judging more like your exposure and how cultured you probably are by the type of food that you will or will not eat. Like, I'm very turned off by someone that's very picky, like a picky eater, because I'm a cook. Like, I cook. And if I have all sorts of restrictions on what I can make for you and what you eat and what you don't eat, with the exceptions of allergies, like, I can't get with it. I'm very much so like,
you ain't a real cook then. You supposed to be able to go to whoever palates you entertaining.
I can, but no, I can. That's not what I'm saying. I can cook anything. But if they're just so restrictive, or like I don't like onions, I don't like the people that be down to like the nitty gritty of things. It's just like seriously, just like.
But so I'm all right. So I'll say this to that. I kind of get it, but what I'll say is people's palates are becoming way more, refined as well as specific. Like I know a lot of people that don't eat meat no more. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
They just straight vegetarians. I know people on Mediterranean diets. I know people on pescatarian diets. I know people. So the way that I used to cook, I couldn't feed most of them folks. So I had to extend my cooking range. You get what I mean? So now I can do vegan options and some more shit. Don't like to do it because that shit is hard fucking work. But I do vegan options.
A lot of prep.
A lot of prep, exactly. So that's a lot of work. But I could pull it off. But so like that's my thing. But like when you say you're a cook, like because you was like, I'm a cook. So I'm like, when you say you're a cook, it don't matter what a motherfucker do. That's why you have to ask these days too, though.
Yeah.
You gotta be specific, like especially like, mushrooms are like a delicacy, right?
Right. I'm like down to the herbs.
Yep.
Down to the herbs. I'm like, all right, how do you feel about this? Because like I like to cook with cilantro. And I know a lot of people like, I don't fuck with cilantro, it tastes like soap. So I'm like, all right, like where can I go?
And I'm gonna look at your ass crazy as fuck each time. I'll be like, nigga, try it. God damn, man.
Right. Oh, that'd be the worst. I don't like that. I don't
want to go out. I don't want to go out with you and shit. Let's say we go to a seafood restaurant and you over here go order some chicken fingers. I swear to God, I'm look at you fucking crazy. Like I swear to God, I'm judging the fuck out of you. I'm like, I ain't gonna never go out to eat with you ever fucking again. I got you unless you don't eat. Like I get that. Okay.
Because people be thinking I'm cheap because I don't eat seafood. I'd be like,
but that's a discussion beforehand. I'm talking about like we had a discussion. Hey. All right, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna take you out somewhere. We go on a date. Blah 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 blah. We get to a nice, generally nice restaurant, right? And it's like let's say seafood restaurant. Blah 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 blah, and stuff like that. And we get there, you know what the menu is. You already know. And then you get there and you order fucking chicken fingers. I'm going to look at you fucking crazy. I'm going to look at you crazy as fuck. And I already judged my head. I'm a fuck and never talk to you again.
You're uncultured
as fuck. Like, God damn, you uncultured as fuck. I'm never gonna do this shit again. I'm embarrassed.
Oh, wait,
I'm embarrassed because the waitress gonna come over and come look at me like chicken fingers. While I'm over here ordering like, yeah, let me get a little fried octopus. Let me get this and stuff. Let me get all these faces and shit. I'm like, bitch, I ain't never take you.
Oh no, I look at it a little different, but I can't get it. Go ahead.
I'm judging.
What are your thoughts if a woman orders the most expensive thing on the menu? Do you feel some type of way about it, or
it
you just like it's whatever? I took her out.
It depends what date this is. Like, if this date one,
first date, date one.
I would literally look at her like, we must be going Dutch today. I would say it. Most expensive joint, like I will say that motherfucker.
Hold on.
If you broke, just say so.
Bro, what? Like the way that you hold on. First of all, I feel like I know you. You're my co-host. We've been doing what were you, 57, 58, 59, whatever episodes we're in.
I think this is episode 57.
Plus we go back to high school. All right, bro. I feel like I know you a little bit. So from how you behaved and operated and talked in the past.
Date one? I haven't even
I wouldn't think that would be your response. That sounds more like me, but I wouldn't even do that, my boy.
Let me tell you why. One, because let me tell you how I avoid this shit. So this goes back to like previous episodes and shit, right? We say however you start, it's like how.
No, I think you get into my answer. But go ahead.
Yeah. So one, I would never be in that type of situation. One,
I'm not taking nobody to a place I can't afford the most expensive thing.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I can, but I'm not going to take you to the place that I know for a fact that you might do that. That's not going to be number one because I ain't going to try to get to know you over you to get the tomahawk steak and that shit is $300. The fuck? No.
So if you don't want to get it, bro, it ain't the fact that you can. You don't want to. You can't.
I don't want to.
You can't. And I don't mean you.
That's why I asked what number.
You would do it for yourself, but.
Exactly. That's why I said what number date. Date one, fuck no. Date 4 or 5, I have no problem with it. We probably already. We done established some rapport type shit. You do it then, you know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping then. But date
flag
one,
on you, bro. That's flag on you, bro. If you date, typically date one gotta be somewhere. Typically, it's where you choose. Typically, where the man choose. Majority time, most of the time, not all the time. Or it's a mutual agreement, right? But if it's somewhere where you would not be okay with them ordering whatever it is, I'm not limiting the menu, bro. I'll never do that.
But that's what I'm saying. I won't go to a place that I will look up and there's a tomahawk steak on that bitch for like $250.
But you just said look up. But you just said that you'll know what's on the menu. Like
I already know. So I'm not. That's not gonna be the type of place I'm gonna take you to date one.
All right, but see,
that's what I'm saying.
So therefore, the answer different then. It sounds like because me personally, like I said, we're not like I don't even like chicks that like to go to like you know what I'm talking about like I can't even think of like the spot.
I'm do some fun shit date one. Do some fun shit. That's how I avoid it. That's me.
Date one.
I do some fun shit. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some drinks there.
So it just don't depend on the date for me at all.
Right. We're gonna have drinks and all that shit. I ain't gonna say I might not spend. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not gonna spend like 200 plus. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is date one, I'm not gonna take you to the tomahawk steak place. That's not fucking happening. Date one. I'm not.
We might not ever. So with my thing is we might not ever go to the tomahawk.
See, you said never. I ain't say never. I said, yeah, we can go. Just not.
That's what I'm saying. First and foremost, I don't eat steak no more. So you give me, I'm just saying, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. You know what I'm talking about? We might not ever go to the tomahawk steak place.
Wow, look here. On that note.
Hold on. Before we move off of that, no. Sasha, how many times you went to the place?
Stuff like that, but you know.
Sasha, how many times you went to the place and you just straight up, first date, straight up ordered the most expensive thing on the menu?
I've never done it.
Okay, why? Because I'm about to answer this just a little bit deeper before we go. Why?
Well, for me personally, I don't want that person thinking that I owe them something by the end of that night because I've just
ordered from the fuck side of the menu. Yeah, that's the fuck side of the menu.
Yeah, that's like this is the side of the menu that we fucking tonight. Like I'm not ordering from that.
First date, you gonna order from that side, the fuck side of the menu? You go fuck. That's the fuck side. That means we fucking, and you already know this in your head. If we go and you order the tomahawk steak, I'm like, you about to suck some dick tonight, man, huh?
That's why
I already know what's up.
That's why I'm so happy I'm not at a Roof Chris Capital Grill. You know, I don't even fuck those places. Like, I don't even go to that.
Someone did take me.
Shit. I don't even go to those
someone
places.
took me.
I'm glad I'm under the radar.
Yeah, someone took me on a first date to a Roots Chris, and we only made it.
And
to
Roof
one
Chris not
date.
that bad no more.
It's not that
Nah.
bad.
I used to
But, like-
think Roof Chris was like crazy, but it ain't bad.
It ain't that bad.
Right. It never made it past a date one. And honestly, I don't know. I just feel like sometimes those places are more hyped than anything because I've gone to places that are less expensive that taste way better food.
Way better
So-
food.
And here's my thing. We just talked about it, Sasha. We cook. So that's my biggest issue with fine dining restaurants. If that motherfucker don't give me the like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this, like I don't mind paying for nothing if it's worth it.
Same.
Never.
Yes.
But if I go somewhere just because it's hyped up and it ain't hyped up,
Right.
and I get my bill and that bitch $275 for me or for two people, I'm like, and with no drinks, that's before drinks and shit. I'll just be
Like, what
like,
did I pay for?
what the fuck? And then I hate places with small ass portions. Ooh, that shit just like
that's it.
and don't get me wrong,
put a
I
Nobu
find
here. They put
yeah,
a Nobu here in
Nobu
Atlanta.
one of them joints. Yeah, that's one of them. Them portions be.
I
killing
haven't
me.
went yet, but one of my boys went for somebody's birthday and shit, and he said he sent the plate back 3 times because he didn't know it kept coming so small. He said every time he sent something back, order something else, something smaller come. He's like, yo, what the fuck, yo? I can't.
I don't like.
Well,
I'm not a
wait a
fan.
minute.
Oh shit, I'm not.
Here's the thing with the culture thing. Those places are meant for you to have multiple. They're multiple. Multiple courses. So those places you're supposed to have a minimum of like 5 to 7 courses. They're tasting restaurants.
That's probably
so it's
where I get judged then.
Yeah, so they're tasting restaurants where you go, you have a small
So
portion.
now that shit done flip thing.
It done flipped.
Because
I'll get to Nobu and I'll be like,
yeah. So when I went to Nobu for the first time, that's where I fell in love with Chilean sea bass, honey. The way that Chilean sea bass is melted, and every time I think about it, and it's usually the most expensive fish, honey, just like just completely melted.
Coming out the side of your lips.
So yeah, so that's why. So like when we started this conversation, that's why I was like, yeah, I can't, because I eat well, but I cook a whole lot of different, cuisine and all that stuff myself personally. I don't even know restaurants that people be going to. Like folks be like, oh, have you been? And women be foodies like a motherfucker. So I just be like, yeah, baby, you're gonna have to give me the suggestions or you're gonna have to tell me, put me on, because I'm not a foodie as far as restaurants. I'm a foodie as far as like, I got so many recipes at my crib. Like I got all type of shit. I done tried, Indian, Ethiopian. I tried all type of shit.
Which leads me, since we talking about food, could y'all be with someone that didn't cook?
Nope. Answer that real quick. Here's the thing for me. I cook, right? So I don't need nobody that cooks as much as me, but you're gonna have to be able to cook. At least, 50 to 75% of what I do. You know what I'm talking about? Like, because first and foremost, I'm a more traditional role type of person. So that's first and foremost. So like, I'm not gonna be the one cooking all the time because I'm damn sure. Because I damn sure ain't finna flip it and be like I'm gonna be the one cleaning all the time and doing all the, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm more traditional role type of person, right? So, yeah, and the cooking thing, like, even though I like to cook and I love to cook, you still gonna have to do it. Like, you're gonna have to match that energy. That energy gotta be matched. Like, we need to be cooking together, match, like having competitions, all type of shit. Like, it needs to be like, oh yeah, he didn't even damn me last night. That shit was bust. I gotta get his ass to make tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be that type of thing. Like, I can't go off nobody that just, and I don't even want to have to teach you how to cook no more. Like, it's almost like the sex thing. Like, I don't even want nobody who I gotta bring up to speed. Goddamn, you need to have some tricks, and that's okay if you don't have the widest range as me. You just need to be good at whatever the fuck it is that you cook. And I ain't talking stove top. I ain't talking goddamn crock pot recipes only and all this shit.
Nothing that comes from a box.
Right. I ain't talking about now. I'm talking about you need to.
What about you, Scootaloo?
Couple things from scratch.
No, I couldn't be with somebody that can't cook or don't cook or nothing like that.
That's a growing trend though. I swear it is.
I can't do
I
that.
heard.
Now I'm not as stringent as London. I'm not saying that. not that bad.
Man, bro, it's a wrap.
Cook every once in a while and type shit. Not once in a while, but you cooking and stuff. I'm not saying it got to be 5 days out of the week, but you can hit me with a cool 3.
Yeah, I ain't saying it. Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool 3, 4, whatever like that.
Because I cook 2
as a woman, I could not be with a man that did not cook. And that's because I cook and I cook very well. And if there's a day that I just don't feel like it, then homie, I'm gonna need you to queue up and get to cook it.
Why you can't just order out? Order in.
No, because what if I don't want ordered out? What if I want a home cooked meal? What if I want a good home cooked meal, but I just don't feel like cooking the home cooked meal?
What if you order in a chef?
If he ordering in the chef, we got it like that, like shit, like we could do that. But like,
I'm just saying,
I could not be the man that didn't cook. Everyone that has been in a serious relationship with has always. That's matter of fact. Now that I think about it, that's probably how they won me over with their culinary skills, because I am a foodie to the 10th power. So yeah, I as a woman could not be with a man that didn't cook. That's non-negotiable for me. Oh, you don't cook? Sorry, it's not gonna work.
Very interesting. It's typically not that way. It's typically not. It's typically reverse. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I know, because I believe in an equal opportunity household. So if I'm cooking, you cooking. If I'm cleaning, you cleaning. So, but because wait, because those are basic life skills. Those are basic ass life skills, and I feel like those are the areas in our relationship where we got our community and we help each other out like that. So if I'm dealing with the kids or whatever, then you cooking. I'm not dealing with the kids and fucking cooking. Get out of here. Like, so it's teamwork. That's the way I look at it.
What y'all want tonight? Y'all want what? Chinese? Cool.
I'm not saying it can never happen. Wait, I'm not saying it can never happen. I'm not saying it can never happen. Yes, obviously there's gonna be days that you're gonna order out. But like if that's the consistent, if I can never count on my significant other to cook because they just can't, it's not gonna work.
But in your situation, I think it would be easier even if you just taught them how to cook when you was cooking.
But just like you said, just like I'm not teaching someone anything in the bedroom, I'm not teaching you in the kitchen either. Because here's the thing though, if they're willing to like be in the kitchen with me, if they're willing to be in the kitchen with me, because for me, cooking together is like a non-sexual form of intimacy for me. So I really enjoy being in the kitchen with my partner and like doing the cooking stuff with them. So I need them to be a little savvy and be able to bring something.
Cooking me a meal.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever heard a non-negotiable from a woman that cooks. Hold on. Yes. From a woman that cooks. Now I've heard that women that can't cook, you know what I'm saying, need a man that can cook. You know what I mean? That makes
I'm an anomaly.
That makes
but
sense.
Also, let's talk about.
That's very.
Let's talk about culture. Let's talk about culture in Caribbean households. The men are usually like main cooks. Like the Caribbean men be chefing it up in Caribbean households. So that's probably part of the reason.
Well, understood, but I think it's still
so distracting right now.
My stepdad was the main cook in my house growing up. So
my dad is the main cook in the house.
Yeah, but that's because my mom can't cook. There you go. See, that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm saying to Sasha. Like that makes sense to me. But my mom could cook her ass off too. It's just my stepdad was home more. You know what I'm talking about? So like my stepdad was a street pharmacist. So like he's at the house. You know what I mean? So like you know what I mean? So he hungry. He smoked a lot of weed. He cooked it. Like you know what I'm talking about? He cooked it. You know what I'm saying? But they trade it off all the time. But it's strange to hear that like a woman who loves to cook, who likes to cook, saying that it's a non-negotiable that her man can't cook. Like that's just
I never heard the ladies would love.
That's interesting. I mean,
that's the reason why y'all have me on this show. I bring a different perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I ain't never heard that one, but it might be a little rough for you, but that's all good.
Look, I have not looked out yet. So far, I know how to pick them. And so far,
ain't you single?
Am I single right now? By technicalities, yeah.
You talking about I know how to pick, but then you talking about you ain't married. Go
through a whole fucking divorce. Yes, I sure know how to pick them.
But that what you just said, I'm like, hold on, that's a little oxymoron. This shit up.
Look, we can't win them all.
Believe that. All right, what we got next? Let's go.
All right.
Well, we were kind of leading into it, man. It was pretty good because we were talking about how we judge, do you judge people by what they eat or drink? And then we talking about cooking. And there was something that came on the Shade Room. I think we want to play it, right?
Yeah, let's get it pulled up here. Hold on, people.
Right fast for the people, man.
We're trying something out here. We ain't never done this before.
Yeah, man.
Let's see if this works.
Let's see if it works. I got you. Let me turn it off and let me get this going.
Bear with us, people. So we trying.
Yeah, this brand new.
It's a new shit out here.
So, Scooter, you want to go ahead and give them a little caveat as to what they're about to watch?
No.
We just gonna press play.
All right. Let me see if I can get it up here.
Oh, let me try to pull it up in my head because I don't want to try to like misquote no shit like that right fast. All right. So what we're about to talk about was this rapper out of Houston. His name is Sauce Walka, and he was trying to like some backlash of a video when he was explaining like his preferences to date white women over black women. And his main like quote was, "My relationship attraction and romance is based on making money, not making love."
Okay,
now,
can you guys see my screen?
Transactional.
Gotcha. Let's go.
Can y'all see my screen?
Yep,
can you
yep,
see
yep.
my screen?
Go ahead. So here we go, guys.
All right. So let's see. Is it
We
playing?
don't have no volume.
You got to hit the sound button.
Okay, where? Oh, yep,
It's
right there.
Black
All right, start it back.
Now I start it over.
All right, here we go, guys.
There we go.
Because when
I don't date black women.
I don't date black women because they black. It's not you can't answer because of that. It's
date black women.
I date all women. White women understand business relationships.
Oh man, so you
didn't record it properly.
I didn't do it properly, but all right. Let's talk to it. Let's talk about it. I'm sorry, guys. First time.
Look, at least we know this option works. So we can do this in the future. We can absolutely do this in the future.
Yes.
Right. So my bad, y'all. Let me stop sharing my screen. I think. Stop sharing.
All right, there we go. All right, cool. We back now. So Sauce Walka was saying some fuck shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Look,
hold on, you
I
saying
wrote down
some
one of
what?
his quotes. He said, hold on, before you go there, I wrote down one of his quotes. He says, I'm not the type that has one woman. I have multiple women in my life, and the women that I'm with have to understand that. To me, that was very important point that he said and then he made. The truth is that he was just upfront with his shit. People in the comments was really butthurt about
because
the stuff this man had to say. They were really jumped the gun. They were just like, ladies, he just did us a favor. You don't need to have this type of man in your life, which is the truth. He has done a lot of women favors, but let's not be naive and think that there's only women in the world that want monogamy, because there are a lot of women in the world that is completely okay with that type of transactional relationship, and that is what he's into, right? So a lot of people, in my opinion, are caught up in this tradition, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but stop yucking these people's yum. If they are into these transactional, polyamorous, multiple partner relationships, then cool. That's not your person.
Exactly. And it ain't necessarily transactional, even though everything's transactional. It ain't necessarily
everything is transactional.
Well, we got that, but I'm saying, like, I know how you putting it out, like,
not monetary relationships. There you go. That's what you mean.
These ain't. Here's. Now, I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory on Sauce Walka, right? Just because y'all might not know, he from Houston. Sauce Walka is like finesse 2 times from Memphis. He pimping, raised on pimping. So, like, that was his claim to fame and everything. He raised on pimping. It's what he do. It's what he done. People in Houston, what they know. Go ahead.
For the ignorance, what do you mean raised on pimping? Like raised with having multiple women?
He became rich by pimping women.
Yes.
That's his claim to fame. Like he's an actual pimp. Right.
Yeah.
So when he talks, and then what I had on sorry about the screen record, guys, but what you'll see when I swiped over, it shows his comments on what he mean exactly. So what you were saying, Sasha, is exactly what he said. Actually, he said, I'm upfront about it. He said, I let women know off the rip, I'm not a one-woman man, and I'm in this shit about business and making money. He said, if you ain't contributing to that as my one, he said, fuck being in love. He's like, shit, let's get to this bread. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this is a bit. He said, white women, and he specifically called out white women, of course, on the joint. He said they understand that more, especially when it's another woman involved. And they know about it. He ain't doing shit behind nobody's back. You know what I'm saying? He not fuck nigga at all. He literally up front telling you that I'm not trying to be in love with you. I can give you this. He said, I'll slut you out, I'll dick you down, I'll do whatever. But if we're gonna be in a relationship.
That's where I had an issue. Wow. That's where I had an issue.
I don't understand. He said he dates all women. He kept saying that he doesn't. He said, but black women have an issue of being a part of a poly relationship in the way that he presents it with. I'm trying to get this money. Like finesse showing it can be done though with black women.
Right, he got 3.
But keep going. What you about to say, Sasha? I'm telling you.
I think the issue that I had, because his exact words was like, we could fuck, I could slut you out, I could do all that stuff. To me, at the end of the day, also kind of made it feel like there was no respect that he has for these women that he's with. Now, don't get me wrong. As a person who enjoys being slutted out from time to time with the person who I want to be slutted out by in a respectful type of manner, to me, it just kind of read like, I don't even have respect for women.
That's not what he meant.
I'm just letting you know, just by the way he's prefaced it.
As a man, all he's saying is, I can fuck you, but I'm not gonna date you seriously. That's all he said. Like the word choice makes you go into like what you just said. Yeah. All he's saying is, I can fuck any race, but the ones that understand my type of time, the type of time I'm on, has been for me, is what he's saying. White women. And I tend to agree fully with what he's saying almost. I know people again you might have a different take on it because you said he was on some fuck shit. More black women are coming across to this side.
That's kind of why I say he was on some fuck shit. Because I know.
By and large, you probably know, but by and large,
I'm gonna tell you why.
By in majority sense, black women ain't. Most of them want monogamy. Most of them want to be the center, want to be by themselves. Even when you tell them up front, I'm not a one-woman man. You could deal with this. Essentially, jealousy or some type of competition, some type of problems come about because one person get more attention than the other, whatever the case may be. He's eliminating all of that. He's like, yo, this ain't about love. This ain't about no guy. This is about me getting money. I'm gonna help you get money, but it's gonna be another woman I'm helping get money. She's gonna be getting this dick. You can get this dick. If you don't even want the dick, I'm cool with that. You can be a part of this. We can get money together. You know what I'm saying? Like he is all about like furthering his loins in a financial way. You know what I'm talking about? With women being at the front of, because I ain't gonna lie, women are the consumers, right? If you got women in the market, you're winning in whatever market that you in for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
That's why the club is free for ladies before 12, because all the niggas go follow.
That's why when you go commercial, it's really for you went to the woman lane. Like you went to where women will agree with the music as well as the masses. You know what I mean? Your street team or whatever. Yeah.
London, you brought up a good point. You said a lot more Black women are venturing into the space of non-monogamy. There's this right. I hear you, and I agree. I do agree that a lot of women are entering into this space. But the argument is why? Is it one of those, if you can't beat them, join them? Is it, well, I ain't never had a nigga be faithful to me, so might as well do this shit? Is it by choice or by design?
What you got, bro? What you got, bro? Because I got an answer.
I believe it's by choice. Honestly, I think it's by choice. I think it's just because the society is being a little bit more open to it now. That's kind of why I was disagreeing with him. Like, no, those women that be on the shit, like, all right, we can get to this money.
They still the minority. They still a heavy minority.
Definitely the minority.
I understand
like
that.
Small percentage. Yeah.
I understand that and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just disagree with him like that. You know what was kind of fucked up?
Yeah, you didn't say yeah. So what was your What's your take on it?
What is kind of why it's fucked up what I'm saying at the same time, because I'm saying that no, Black women be down for the money too and get slutted out and all this other shit. It sounds so wrong, but I'm trying to say he's wrong. But at the same time, it's hard to try to explain this shit. I'm trying to put it in words. Like, no, they bout that shit, but
he's so hold on. Let me draw a line real quick while you're thinking, right? While you're processing it. Yeah. He's talking about dating seriously, right? Not marriage, but dating seriously. Right. Versus just talking to and fucking. You know what I'm talking about? Friends with benefits type. If we want to put like terms to the shit, right?
Okay.
So he's talking about like, I'm fucking with, like, you're a part of my team. We're in a relationship, essentially. We ain't got to be working towards marriage, but we're in a relationship. It's just, it's other.
It's down for it. Okay, there you go. All right, now.
Let's be real, bro.
I do. I think it's I think it's after a certain age, honestly, or after a certain life event. So let's say they married and been divorced. That might be.
I agree.
One. I don't want to be married no more. So I'm down for that type of shit, right? That's like some women's like that. I don't want to be married no more. I did that. It wasn't for me. I want to do that. That's one. Two, maybe at a certain age, at a point like, if I run into somebody cool, but in the meantime, this is the type of shit I'm all about getting money. I'll fuck. Maybe, yeah, I'm fucking with this one nigga, and I know what the fuck he got going on. It's all good. Or whatever like that, but I ain't trying to be attached to it. That's kind of why I said, no, I know women that's like down with the shit. Like, all right, you go do that shit. I might only still just be fucking with you, but not from a relationship.
I still think you like hovering around. That's not the same. He got all.
But I agree.
I see what he's saying. Like, I don't disagree with what you just said.
I agree with the age thing. I definitely agree with the age thing. There's actually a study that says that the older that people get, the less interested they are in monogamy. So I 1,000%, people in their 40s and their 50s are far less interested in monogamy than people in their 20s, believe it or not.
We came on air about the silk suckers and sundresses shit here. It was a bunch of 50, 60, 40, 50, 60s, and all of them look good as fuck, right? Some of them married. I'm pretty sure they were fucking somebody here this weekend. Why significant other was somewhere else? 100%.
It's real.
Yeah.
But hold on. So now we blurring lines.
Okay,
like,
we might be.
Let's come back.
Start blurring lines. Agreed. We're gonna come back.
Do that. Yeah, let's blur because that's bullshit. Because if they married, that ain't. They believe in monogamy. They just cheating. That's completely different. Like, yeah, that's fucking different, bro. Like, yeah, let's not blur these fucking lines. Let's not blur these fucking lines, my boy. Yeah, we're not doing it.
I'm so proud.
Let's not do that, y'all.
Oh, you're right.
I can't believe I'm the person that's having to say this either.
I cannot believe you're the voice of reason today.
I know. London's the voice of reason right now.
Oh, man, I love to see it.
That shit do not happen.
No, it does not.
Sauce Walka, I got you, my boy. That's not what my man's on, dog.
Wait, hold on. But like, real talk. I really do respect him for putting it out there because ultimately he is giving these women a choice.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, I think that most of women, I'll go ahead and speak for women and say, that's half the time, that's all we want, is to be given notice and to be given the option to be like, yeah, I'm down for this, or no, I want no parts of that.
And that's specifically stated there.
He's absolutely giving these women, because guess what? If you say yes, then look, that's on you, because I already done told you.
What the program is now.
Exactly. I told you up front what this is. I'm not selling you a pipe dream. You don't think you live in this la la land where you're the only one. And if you walk down the street and some other chick is holler at me, don't be mad, because I already told you what this is about. Right. And ultimately, I respect that. And people need to stop judging other people. Oh, he for the streets, he this, he that. Yes, and he told y'all he was.
And actually, that comes out to be the best relationships anyway. Want to get real honest.
The honesty. But
not to be real honest when you're so honest with somebody from the beginning, right? Like, you honest, hey, I'm gonna be out here. You know what I'm saying? But I like fucking around with you. And then she tell you the same thing. Now,
y'all talking about me right
now. At that point now, y'all, the communication, there's no barriers to the communication, right? I mean, y'all got boundaries, but like at the same time,
I'm gonna make it even more
simple, tell
bro.
you, yeah, man, I met this little bitch, you know what I'm saying? She talking about she wanted shit. I might go ahead and do it.
I'm finna take it a step
further. I encourage you. Yeah, go ahead and do the shit. Even on the other end, I've been in those type of relationships. You know, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Hold on. I'm gonna take it a step further on that. I'm gonna add to that point.
Go ahead.
When niggas talk about niggas talk about wanting to build their friendship first, that's essentially what we're talking about right there.
Yeah.
We need to get all of the pressure gone. It doesn't need to be only about me, only about you thing. That's what friends are actually about, right? So like that's the relationship that we're talking about. When women talk about it, they be lying. And I don't mean they do it. They be lying. And I don't mean they be doing it purposely. Like, I don't think they saying like, oh, let's do the friendship foundation thing. And they literally in their mind saying like, I'm just telling this nigga this to, you know what I'm talking about. But at the same time, women don't want to be your fucking friend. Like, they wanted to eventually become that for marriage. Like, oh my God, I should be your best friend. But it's really a possessive thing. I'm getting into a whole other lane right now.
That's not everybody, but like I hear what you're saying.
You are. I'm about to like, I don't know about like.
I don't know about that. But wait, hold on. Here's my devil's advocate.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm wondering if he's okay with the women that he's having these relationships with them also doing their own thing.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Because usually that's where the issue is. Because that's usually where the issue is that the man wants to be
absolutely. Because if it is the issue with him, he was lying in the beginning too.
Yeah. So like,
he was lying. That's where
lying about what?
If he told her, like,
go ahead.
Cool, like if it's cool, like, hey, this is what I'm gonna be doing, blah 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 blah. You know, you can do whatever. Because, like, I'm talking from his standpoint. He's like, I'm about money, so I don't give a fuck what you doing unless it's contributing to the money. If it's not, I don't care. If it's affecting my money, now I care.
So your question, Sasha, is why it doesn't work for black women. You just hit the net, like you just went into that line.
Okay, all right. Now I might agree with him. Now since you said that, I might agree with him.
I'm gonna tell you why. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you why. Because black women tend to want to be tit for tat. That's where you that was the question. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm not saying that's what your mindset was when you asked the question, but that's typically how it goes. Because first and foremost, that doesn't even come up with a man. If a man is literally like, yo, I'm in this, I got other women, typically men that have multiple women, and you're down with them, and especially if it's on some getting money shit, they can give a fuck what you do. You're gonna lose in the end. Like if you see the route we on as a team, the other women over here in this line, and you part of this group, this community, and we get into the bag. Everybody knows it's not about love, about getting money, fucking and sex come along with the thing. But a lot of the time, black women, especially, is what, and I'm speaking on his behalf kind of in a way, but I also agree with this for the most part. They're going to get to a point where emotions overtake the business. And it's what the question you just asked. So if I go do something else, they actually doing it to damn near spite them versus like, just go get their rocks off.
Right.
It's almost awesome.
Probably the thing, that question, I don't think the question is based off of spite. I think it's legit. It's a legitimate question. Like, okay, cool. Like, I'm fine with this transaction. Right. So, like, as we're having open communication, so like, are you cool? So I make sure we're on the same page. That if I'm here messing with somebody else on the side here, that you're not gonna have no problems. I think that's like a legit. Okay.
No. So I'm not saying it's not a legit discussion or communication. Yeah. So I'm with you there. So we out there, but. Typically, that happens when you want to step out. So for whatever reason, your needs ain't being met, whatever the case may be. Because typically when you get into these type of joints, it's whatever that we communicated about, right? So maybe it ain't even sex involved like that. Maybe you like, well, shit, I fuck you time to time. Sometimes we ain't got to fuck at all. If you get your rocks off, like a man knows if he ain't fucking you weekly, monthly.
I'm not doing what you want. Like you want to be tied up and shit, and I ain't into that type of shit. Don't do it. They go find it.
This is not about love.
It's cool,
right? We're not trying to be in love. Like that's the concept. That's the philosophy, right? Because when it becomes an emotional. Yeah, it's definitely transactional, but it's also about business more than anything. Because he's saying, I'm trying to make money with these women. Exactly and it ain't even on no pimping shit he on right now. He really just like, yo, if you want to be a part of this movement, you know what I'm talking about? I'm going to help you get to the bag. You going to, in turn, help me get to the bag. It's damn near like a goddamn record label going to sign artists.
A 360.
You get what I'm saying? 360 deal, distribution deal.
And
you feel me?
Nice.
That is not who I would have said, but
he Birdman. My bad. He
but yeah, I would have said Gotti because Gotti doing distribution.
Okay.
But like, yeah. So you see what I'm saying? So like, that's kind of where he's coming from with like Gotti allow his artists to go do shit with whoever. You know what I'm saying? Like the ops, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about? But whoever, right? But at the same time, though, like he's like, shit, you part of this team. Don't get me wrong, you under this label, but you're your own business. Same thing with these women. You can
don't
do whatever it
affect
is.
our money over here.
Don't affect this money, this pot
money
right
over here.
And that's business versus love and emotions. You gotta handle that shit on your own.
So to bring it all the way back to what Sasha was asking, then, if a nigga got a problem with it, he was lying. He was lying from the very beginning. That's basically what it was.
It was a manipulation tactic.
He was trying to manipulate you. That's usually when it comes down to like, I'm gonna fuck all the bitch, but you can't fuck nobody. Like that's a problem. That's where the problem lies. Then
big hypocrisy. Big hypocrisy.
Yeah, it's usually hypocrisy. Then now he's trying to control you, which I'm never.
And I'm gonna tell you the only
a nigga doing that.
But I'll only say this though: if you come in and give yourself to that person, you know what I'm talking about? Like, because women do that too. I'm committed to you. I don't want nobody else. My loyalty was you. Yada yada yada. Women do this shit all the time.
Somebody
so now
said,
that's different. So what's somebody say?
How does Sauce Walka file his taxes?
People retarded. But
is this in our chat right now?
But I put money on it. He got LLCs and everybody named who on this thing, they members of a holding group. I put money on. That's probably how you do it. If I ain't bullshit, and that's how I would do it. I would be a motherfucking holding group. Everybody that came under this branch would be members of my holding group, and all y'all got your own business. You gotta go start your LLC, or however you getting your money, whatever the case. Maybe whether it be NIL type shit, name, image, likeness, if y'all don't know what that means. But like whether it be that, whether it be Instagram influencer type shit, whatever the case may be, like the man rich for a reason. Like he doing this shit for, like, you know what I'm saying? He been doing it for a long time. Before this nigga was ever a rapper, he had a whole lot of money and he used to from damn women. You know what I'm talking about? So however he found the motherfucker. Honestly, he might not ever be finding the motherfuckers. I don't know. I don't know. But you know.
Jimmy Snacks. Okay, you know who that is. London started laughing. He know who that is. A lot of people, Jimmy Snacks is if you know, you know. That's who that is. If you know, you know.
I be listening, bro. I be listening.
Right. But yeah, Sasha. If a nigga got a problem with it, he was lying. He was trying to use that as a manipulation tip, and I'm never for that unless it's your bitch.
I want to talk one more thing. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I said unless it's your bitch, but keep going. Go ahead.
I just want to get to why people were irate about it.
Okay.
Like race was the biggest part of it.
It was.
It was a Kevin Samuels thing, right? That's the lane that it put RIP to the Godfather. But that's the lane that it put me in. Like, so when he said, I don't date black women, that's all they needed to hear from a black man.
Oh yeah, the rest of the shit was irrelevant. They wouldn't listen to the rest of anything he said after that.
Everything after that fell on deaf ears, which actually made his point even stronger. Like, that's, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it made his point, like, the fucked up part about it made his point and made what he actually said and the reasoning that he gave even stronger. And like I said, I tend to agree with him in a majority sense, not an absolute sense at all. I tend to agree with him because white women don't typically marry for love. They marry for stability and security. I think I talked about this on the show before. So go ahead. You about to say something?
Yes. Only reason I would disagree with you right there because in college, and you went to Tennessee, you should know this. In college, most of the white hoes was there to find that love.
No.
That was their main objective.
They were there to secure the bag.
They're there to secure the bag. Say it one more time.
That's why they date the athletes. Get out of here. That is the reason why they date the athletes.
The frat dudes.
Yeah.
The frat dudes whose dads own the fucking frat houses and all. Bro, it's not about love for them, my boy. It's not about love, dog. It's to secure the bag, dog. Okay. That's what me and Sasha in full agreement, dog. And I went to Tennessee, and that's why, I've talked to them about this, bro, and that's why they go out to athletes. That's why they go out to mother. That's why status means so much more to them.
That's why I brought the athletes, because why do you see so many of these white women with these athletes? And yes, let me tell you something.
And putting up with whatever
the classic picture of Russell Wilson getting drafted.
They know how to play the game. They don't care. They're like, whatever, do whatever the hell you want to do. I got the bread, I got this. And then they take their assets for half they got once they leave them. So let them be with these white women because they're the same ones taking these same men for literally all that they have when they leave them. So good luck. Have fun.
That's what they do, but they do it with black and what I'm saying is they do that across the board. They do that with white men. They do it with whatever men that they're going after.
No, agree. They do it with all the men. That's what I'm saying. They do it with all of the men.
They bred to do that, bro. So I don't know what your experiences are, but bro, they going to secure that bag, dog. They are taught love will come. They married. Kids will bring love. That you can love your kids. You ain't even gotta love that man. Love your goddamn children. Like that's how they think, bro. Get that man some babies. He tied to you, feel. And now you married. Alimony.
They probably got
they don't sign no fucking prenups for that. Like they going after alimony. They going after like, bro. They don't play no motherfucking game.
You're right. It just remind me of that draft.
They with the man that loves.
The picture of Russell Wilson.
That loves them, not the man that they love.
Yeah.
Sasha, you breaking up bad too.
Yeah, you are.
Like
you know the picture, the picture with Russell Wilson when he got drafted that night, and the white girl was like, you see her face? She's like so excited he got drafted. Like, oh, she thought she secured the bag.
Bro, have you seen the one of this year? Oh boy,
with the soccer player
on day one. No. The NFL draft. Oh boy, that didn't get drafted on day one. The girl sitting in there with him, and she's like sitting by his side and stuff. I forgot the damn not wide receiver, quarterback 9. Quarterback was supposed to go in the first round. Thought he could have been the first pick. This nigga didn't even get drafted on day one.
Oh, from Hooker for Tennessee.
No. White guy. It wasn't a white boy. It was I can't.
Will Levis.
Was that him?
The one that got drafted by Tennessee in the second round, second day.
Maybe if it was the second day, whoever it was, and that may be him. I can't think of who it was. But
he was in New York for the first day and then flew out the second day. That's who you talking about?
Yeah, he was. Well, he was expected to be a first 15 pick.
Will Levis.
And bro, his woman is they kept showing her, bro. The girl that was with him, bro, literally was falling out of love with that nigga on screen. Literally. Bro,
as the draft picks kept going on, and
bro, as them draft picks kept, your money ain't guaranteed after a certain pick. Yep. Bro, she was up there like, I got me. You know what I'm saying? Happy that first day they was showing her. Oh my God, I can't wait. Bro, day 2, my boy. She was in that motherfucker nigga back to him damn near. She was
Remember that happened? Remember it happened to Christian Wood. Remember it happened to Christian Wood. He said he talked about it as we get ready to wrap up. Christian Wood talked about that. He was like, man, my draft night, my girl was with me. I didn't get drafted in the first round. I didn't get drafted in the second round. The next day, she flew out and was gone. He said, now I got like $60 million. I done made my way through the league and stuff, but she left. She was with me the day, my draft day, and I did not get drafted.
This is a real thing.
Look it up. It's on the internet. Christian Wood, he plays for the Dallas Mavericks right now. That's all in London. Yeah. He played for the Mavericks right now. He talks about that story. It's an infamous story. It was like, wow. The next day after the draft, she broke up with him and was gone.
You feel me, bro? They there to secure the bag, bro. And like that, so that's where Sauce Walker's, to wrap it, pull it full circle. That's his mindset. So when he's dealing with these white women, and I'm not condoning or whatever, I just understand what he's saying. And he's saying that they understand we chasing this paper, we getting this bag. I don't give a fuck about what none of these other chicks around you doing. I know what my position is and where the money is that I'm, responsible for getting with you or because of you, whatever the case may be. Because a lot of these women don't be having no outside talents or skills. They degrees being poli-sci, arts, and, like these motherfuckers don't be having.
Honey, let's just table it right there before you just dig a deeper hole for yourself. We'll talk about that.
Ain't no hole for me. We can really go into them degrees that ain't worth a damn these days. But
we'll talk about that because it don't matter what goddamn degree you got, as long as whatever you end up doing with your career is what matters. But that's a whole nother conversation.
That's bullshit. Let's definitely we can table that. That's bullshit.
Another conversation.
That's bullshit, but that's bullshit.
Lord. And
I don't mean you need a degree, but that's bullshit as far as like it don't matter what degree.
Okay.
But
okay.
Don't go or go for the right thing. But keep going. We'll wrap it up there.
Let's talk about it next week. Let's definitely talk about that shit next week.
Somebody was triggered.
Triggered like a mother.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I won't be.
You saw her venom come out right there. She came.
Will not be available next week. I'll be in sunny Jamaica working on my tan. So Sorry.
Well, damn.
Unless you want me to report it. Unless you want me to report it from Jamaica, I could do that.
You can. That'd be great. You know,
Zoom working.
You can do it. Yeah, it works down there. You can be laying down on the beach and you have the angle where your ass cheeks is up. I'm pretty sure the audience wouldn't mind seeing that.
All right, we gotta wrap it up. Let's go. We gotta wrap. I got shit to do.
Let's go.
All right, man. Once again, today's podcast was brought to you by Pinot Noir. Sipping on some good wine. No, Grigio is white. Noir is red.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I say red. You like the white shit. Red.
Okay.
I think you said the wrong thing earlier, though. That's cool.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you, London.
Cool. I want you to stop.
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck. My bad. My bad. Well, y'all rewind that shit. Y'all know what the fuck. I meant Pinot Noir. My bad. There we go.
We had a whole wide nigga. Y'all was that little ass palette. You was.
We just lost our sponsorship just like that.
Look, I ain't gonna do it for real when we get real sponsors. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that shit wrote down right in front of us.
Right
like, this is what the fuck you.
Today's sponsor is by. Make sure we get this money.
But yeah, we just want y'all guys to keep on fucking with us. This is the Toxic and Fertile Podcast.
Yeah.
Please keep on subscribing, sharing the content. To let us know, we definitely need a guest. It's been a while, y'all. We need somebody to come on the show. Let us know if that's you. Let us know if it's your friend, somebody that you know that you think would be a good fit. Talk to us. We do talk back. Please keep on fucking with the family. And like you said, we keep it toxic and fertile. We keep a good show going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Appreciate all the love.
Yeah, Sasha, what you got? Church announcements. You already told us one.
See y'all in Jamaica.
Jamaica, Mom. I was in Jamaica this week last year.
Nice.
Is hedonism this weekend?
No, I will not be. I will not be at hedonism. No, I'll be in Kingston, Jamaica, shaking my ass to all the dance hall music. That's where I will be.
I was in Ocho Rios, but
you go send like
all right, bro. We got to come on, man. Bro, come on, bro.
You gotta go. Wrap it.
Yeah. All right, man. Some of the stories you hear may be true, may not be true. I was trying to get like a sneak peek in her stories. But that is for you to decide. We are out of here.
All right,